Yo, this is Super Sick Records, and we are going to get into a quick vocal lesson here. So, let's just go over here. I haven't touched these vocals, I've just applied reverb and delay. Let's see here.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way. That is alright, cause I'm all the way.
So, we got our vocal. So Let me start this over. Yo, what's up? This is Super Sick Records, and today we're just gonna get into a quick vocal lesson here. So first things first, when you record your vocal, input it like, you see how these vocals aren't like as fat as this, you know what I mean? I just have an audio interface, so you know, I don't got no analog gear to like input my audio, you know, like that. So I have to preserve my audio like this. So preserve your audio, keep it low, and this is what my peak is at right here.
You don't wanna fall for me all the way.
-11. So that's a pretty good range right there, you know. You can hear it, you can hear the vocals. And then so now what you can do from there is you enhance the audio through plugins and you boost it back up. But you don't want to aim 0-0. You don't want to aim 0-0. You just want to keep it level. So quick vocal trick I'm gonna show you for EQ. If we here, I'm just gonna show you how I EQ my vocals. So we're gonna take this like that, and we're gonna go all the way up to around here. Okay. I'm not being specific with the numbers. I just kind of just use my eyes. I'm like, yeah, sure, right there. Right. And then over here, I just kind of go, and then it makes this nice little curve. Come over here. Just round it off to like 11K. And boom, that's my EQ curve. And so I want to explain this. Actually, hold on. I want to explain this. So,
You wanna fall for me all the way.
how do I? So I'm gonna bypass that. So, So you know how a lot of people say to like boost this high end or whatever on the EQ of the vocals? I was told that it's always better to attenuate than to boost. So what that means is, so instead of like boosting the high end, because like your vocal, you want to get more color in the vocals, you could actually take out the mud in the low end, the low mids, and that naturally highlights this area of the vocals, the color of the vocals, right? And then it naturally sounds more crisp.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna bother 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 me all the way.
Okay. So yeah, that's just what I do right there, man. Just and then
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
and then we do this, watch. Some people say DS, you know, but I didn't have any S problems here, so let's just throw this right into the compressor. Oh, damn it, I picked the wrong compressor. This compressor has too much color. I'm trying to use the other compressor that's just pretty, boom.
She don't wanna bother me all the way. She don't wanna bother me all the way. She don't wanna bother me all the way. She don't wanna bother me all the way.
Boom. You know, that's kind of like, that's pretty much those. I mean, let me add the Pultec now. This is pretty much my vocal chain here. I'm not kidding here. I keep it pretty natural. We boost the 100 here just because the Pultec gives different kind of flavor. And then I'll also go over here and boost 4K. And when I said the whole thing about always better to do attenuate than to boost. So we attenuate here, and this Pultec actually, you know, it's a different type of. It's a different type. When you boost with the Pultec, it's a. I don't know how to explain it. It's different. It sounds different. It doesn't like. It's not harsh. So. I don't know. I guess there's that exception.
Don't wanna bother me all the way.
So now it sounds more full. So if I turn both these off, got.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this on.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
Okay, turn this on.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
See what I'm saying? See how I'm gradually getting it. The vocals fatter. So yeah. And then what I can do here is I can add some saturation. You know, to really kind of. And this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I've been doing lately. I've been using the Magma Lil tubes.
She don't wanna bother.
And I've been just kind of cranking this. See?
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
It's a little too tubey, so I'm gonna bring it down to 10.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
And then we'll probably, so the output we'll go -1. Just cause I'm not trying to boost the signal like that. I'm trying to like keep the signal.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
Okay, so now the signal stays at -5. All right, so yeah, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so that's kind of like my my sauce there so far. It sounds pretty fat, and I'm gonna turn all these off. Let's hear how it sounds now.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
The EQ.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
You see what I'm saying? You can hear the color just by attenuating that low end. But anyways. Compressor.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
Pultec.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
Saturation.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
Boom. And then if you want, we're gonna add some auto tune maybe, you know what I'm saying? The only auto tune I have right now, unfortunately, is Waves Tune. And so let's just throw this in here.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
Okay. And then we're gonna do this. Select all notes, and so we got D, and then we got G. I'm gonna just do this. Watch this. I'm gonna hit this. This is D. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit D. And then I'm gonna hit this is my favorite. I like Mixolydian for some reason. Boom. And then this one is G. A or G. Oh, I guess I could just like keep these. Keep that A. You know what I'm saying? Keep this G. And then yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit this now. And then I'm gonna go to speed. Put that like that. See how this sounds now.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
Alright, so yeah, I mean, this is just my preference. I was making it sound robotic. I put this at 4. It sounds more robotic when you put the speed. So like when I put the speed at 0, the auto tune, you know, it's gonna sound real fucking like auto tuning. Here, listen.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
I'm gonna explain.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
Wonder if I put the reverb on, you probably hear it better.
She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
But if I put the speed a little bit down here.
You don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way. She don't wanna fall for me all the way.
That shit sound beautiful, you know. This is just my reverb and delay buses here. Yeah, man, my reverb and delay buses are CLA vocals, and I got Reverb. And I've done my tit for tat in here. Another thing I've been doing here is, so when you have it on the buses and the reverbs or whatever, I've been adding an EQ actually, and I've been doing a EQ. This so for the EQ, go down here and it says processing side only. And I don't know, I just think it sounds, I mean, I don't know, I think you could hear it, but I always cut all the way up to like around here, 400. And then I'm gonna hit copy, do the same thing over here.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
And that, I think, yeah, that kind of does clear out some of that. That does clear some of that out. So if I turn these off, I feel like you could definitely hear it.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
Yeah, you definitely can. So I definitely like the clearness of that. That sounds pretty nice.
She don't wanna bother me all the way.
Yeah, so there we go. So there's another trick right there. This just kind of like makes the reverb kind of like gets it out of the way of the vocals, so the vocals sounds more clear, but you could still hear the reverb and the effects. You know, it's just not muddying up the vocal, you know.
You don't wanna bother me all the way.
But that's what I got here. That's the lesson.